I'm Jill Duffield, and I live in Charlottesville, Virginia. I'm married to Grant, and we actually met in high school, and we both went to UNCG, so we've been hanging out a long time. We'll be married 30 years next year. We have 3 children. Joseph is our oldest. He graduated from UNCG and is living and working in New Orleans right now. And our middle one is Jessie, and she is at University of Mary Washington in Fredericksburg, Virginia. She's a sophomore. She's a history major and an education major. And then our youngest, Marissa, just started at Elon. She's a communications major and is hoping to make movies. As a family, we sometimes have disputes as to what is fun and what we like to do. We all do like the zoo. Some of us like to hike, others not so much. Some of us like history sites and museums, others not so much. So we have those debates when we go on family vacation.
We looked throughout our search at nearly 150 candidates, and many of which had exceptional credentials. We picked Jill because she was simply the best candidate for our church at this time in history.
Jill is the first female head of the Presbyterian Outlook, and the magazine is over 200 years old. And she has done that incredibly well.
I first met the PNC over Zoom, and what came across even across the screen was their sense of collegiality and friendship, and that really struck me that these are folks who like being together, and that made me feel at ease when I was talking with them.
When it came to talking about how she interacts with individuals, with a congregation, with large groups of people, it was just stunning to me. Her answer always was based on Christian love. She just was a standout from, in my mind, and as it turned out, in the mind of the entire group.
I actually had a conversation with Jerry Shetler, who was the pastor here, and I just called him up. He didn't know me. He was willing to talk to me. I came to his office and I said, I'm feeling this sense of call to ministry, and he encouraged me to explore that. So it was really interesting when I came back and got to tour the building and see all of the portraits of the pastors on the wall, and to see his portrait there and have that sense of almost full circle of being back in this place.
Each time we met with Jill, she opened up a new layer of herself and what makes her the pastor that she is today. She is theologically sound, she's compassionate, and she has an unwavering love for all of God's children, regardless of our differences. Our church has committed to, in our mission study, as well as a reinforcement in session, that we want to be a part of social issues, the solution to social issues in Greensboro going forward, whether those are homelessness or food insecurity or racial injustice, whatever those issues might be. And I think that Jill's commitment to those issues in the past and her experience with Greensboro will allow her to step right into that role.
I'd like to say to the congregation that I'm really looking forward to getting to know you. It is an incredible privilege and honor as a pastor that you get to be with people at some of the most vulnerable times in their lives, some of the happiest times in their lives, and some of the most challenging times. And I'm looking forward to being in relationship with you, to getting to know you. I'm looking forward to you getting to know me and my family, so that we can be the body of Christ together in this place. I have been praying for you, praying for the staff, and praying for the PNC, and praying for this community. And I am excited to get to know you and look forward to seeing what God has in store for us and the next part of our journey together.